Harry Burns and Sally Albright first encounter each other in 1977, fresh out of the University of Chicago. Sally agrees to drive Harry from Chicago to New York City, where both plan to start their adult lives. During the 18-hour journey, they engage in lively debates about life, death, and most notably, whether men and women can maintain a platonic friendship without sex complicating matters. Harry firmly believes it is impossible, while Sally disagrees. Their personalities clash. Harry is cynical and direct. Sally is optimistic and particular about details, like how she orders food. They stop at a diner, where Sally demonstrates her meticulous ordering style, amusing yet irritating Harry. By the time they reach New York, they part ways amicably but with no intention of staying in touch, convinced they will never cross paths again. 5 years pass. In 1982, Sally is at LaGuardia Airport, saying goodbye to her boyfriend Joe. Harry arrives, accompanying his girlfriend Amanda. They recognize each other from the road trip. Harry is now a political consultant, and Sally works as a journalist. They chat briefly on the plane, but old tensions resurface when Harry recalls their past argument. Sally is engaged to Joe, and Harry is committed to Amanda. Their interaction remains polite but distant, and they separate once more upon landing, assuming fate has no further plans for them. Another 5 years elapse, bringing us to 1987. Sally has recently ended her long-term relationship with Joe. Realizing they want different things, she desires marriage and children, while he does not. Devastated but determined to move on, she confides in her best friend Marie. Meanwhile, Harry is going through a painful divorce from his wife Helen, who left him for another man. He shares his woes with his close friend Jess. One evening, in a Manhattan bookstore, Harry and Sally bump into each other again. This time, both are single and emotionally raw. They decide to grab coffee and catch up. What begins as a tentative reconnection evolves into a genuine friendship. They spend time together, sharing meals, walking through Central Park, and discussing their failed relationships. Harry helps Sally navigate her post-breakup life, and Sally offers Harry perspective on his divorce. As their bond deepens, they establish ground rules to keep things platonic, echoing their original debate. They introduce each other to their friends. Sally sets Harry up with Marie, and Harry arranges for Sally to meet Jess. Unexpectedly, Marie and Jess hit it off instead, leaving Harry and Sally to reflect on their own dynamic. They confide in each other about everything, from dreams to insecurities. Harry admits his fear of being alone, while Sally reveals her organized, yet sometimes rigid approach to life. Their conversations are filled with humor and insight, often captured in documentary-style interludes where elderly couples recount how they met and fell in love, providing a counterpoint to Harry and Sally's evolving story. One night, after Sally learns Joe is marrying someone else, she calls Harry in tears. He rushes over to console her, and in a moment of vulnerability, they sleep together. The next morning, regret sets in. Harry panics and leaves abruptly, straining their friendship. They argue, and for weeks they avoid each other. Marie and Jess's wedding approaches, where Harry and Sally serve as best man and maid of honor. The event forces them to interact, but tension lingers. Harry tries to apologize, but Sally rebuffs him, hurt by his post-intimacy behavior. On New Year's Eve, as Sally attends a party with a date, Harry wanders the streets of New York alone, reflecting on their shared moments. He realizes he loves Sally not just as a friend, but romantically wanting to spend the rest of his life with her. Racing to the party just before midnight, he finds her about to leave. In a heartfelt declaration, Harry lists the quirky things he loves about her, from her sandwich ordering habits to how she makes him want to be better. He confesses that when you realize you want to spend forever with someone, you want forever to start right away. Touched, Sally reciprocates, and they kiss as the ball drops, symbolizing a new beginning. The film concludes with Harry and Sally, now married for over a decade, sharing their story in the same documentary style as the other couples. Their journey from adversaries to friends to lovers proves that sometimes the best relationships defy initial expectations. Through witty dialogue, iconic scenes like the Delhi orgasm simulation, and the vibrant backdrop of New York City across seasons, the movie explores themes of timing, destiny, and the blurred lines between friendship and love.